Hey guys, it happens to be me, Ian, and I am going to talk about some stuff here that can really help your awares of these beings. You know, if you have a piece of property, or if you're a construction person, you know, you have any area around that, you know, resembles something with retaining walls, dirt piles, rock piles. I'm going to do a little adjustment on my stick, yeah. And so, and what am I talking about? I'm talking about somebody who hides in amongst these forests. Okay, I'm not really here to see if they're about anything like that. Not so much into that for this video. If you don't understand much about them, then go to my first face-to-face video. If you do know lots about them and you're just trying to learn along with quite a few people about the different marks they leave around, because I say I'm a tracker for a reason, and I track the marks they leave. So I'm going to explain some stuff to you right here. At the end of the video, maybe I'll come into a little bit more shots up there. Come back and finish watching the video if it's too long for you. And let's go from here. What we get to see here is I'm gonna just imitate a truck. Wob, 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 like that. But that didn't really happen. And if you get that angle right here, you can, and if you're at all familiar with 4x4s and stuff, you see that angular pitch there? That's pretty heavy duty. I'm not going to go across there and climb up there to prove out all those paths. But if we look at the turning radius of this very first tire compared to any turning radius of something from these ones, and look at how good they are. They did get 2 sets of tracks going in though. And they even give us some tread design. Somebody might have poked his nose down here. Okay, so that's the dirt. Now, did that dirt come from, so which side did he go up on? So we'll keep that in mind, okay? So is there a chance some dumb fool did kind of come down that thing and do that? You can see how it's earthquaked that a little bit, you know, like slough that down, plus tire stuff. And then you look at the tire stuff right here. And you look at the design pattern and stuff, and I'm pretty sure, and I'm standing in this stuff. This stuff's really soft. You see how soft it is here. Showed my print there pretty good, and it hasn't rained since this happened, and this is just a few days old. And then you see how it quaked there. So I am fully still with saying it's not legit. Look at this pile dumped right here from something. That could have been somebody bringing out a pile of dirt for some reason somewhere. Anyways, then we look at this. Oh, this is hardcore. Both of them are pretty tough. Oh yeah, no. I think you hear what I'm saying. And then here's where tracks went up from the excavator who did this. And you know they pack this to keep the rain water from being able to saturate it too much. So anyways, you get what you get out of that, okay? I know what I'm seeing. I'm telling you right now that they go to the process of doing that, and then they have the process of actually having the flaking out the dirt. The dirt actually, you can kind of see the first day that I drove over it, it actually went for a ways. Tires go kind of cockeyed there, don't they? How they round back around and stuff compared to that side and stuff. Anyways, more actual proof. You see all this sloughing? If I actually went up to that edge right there of it, I can show you things of value to show that it's been, maybe it's being picked at that area. But the rest of it, you just you just take your hand and you just cup it into a cup and you just scrape it down. I'm just not, sometimes I do that and sometimes I don't, right? So if you look right over there, you can see they did that. And that's all like, have you played in sand? Have you played in dirt? That's all that really is. There's nothing, that information right there tries to give us the slough information. But for really what's going on here, that is not at all slough. And then you look at this stuff, there's lots of drainage symptoms. They do drainage symptoms. Even up there, I showed you that one on the other video, and that's still the same drainage symptom. It was one of those ones there. And yeah, those things generally have to start from some kind of a flow, You get me. I'm not trying to talk you into it. Anyway, so that's what's going on here. You can see more of it in there. There was something in there. There was kind of a cool track. I'm going to see how much this is. Oh yeah, pay attention too. I'm going to just stop right here right now. Now listen to the whistling of the vehicles. When it comes to listening to the vehicles, I want people to really start realizing that they do so many sound effects. It's incredible. It really is incredible. Almost like that little bit of a roar that was happening, tailing off of that car that legitimately did a rip and everything. Tire rip and stuff. Well, if you listen to the little roar at the very end, there was almost like there was, with my ear hearing, the car was further ahead and making its real engine roar. And you could hear a dampening roar farther back from it. And that bang that we just got to hear, that's another significant sign that they do all the time. And I tell you right now, they are in my awares to some degree, which is a very heavy degree. So that one that just happened, I'm not trying to say anything great, but it could have been for however it is for me, because I do that testing out quite often. I don't know. Wasn't sure if they were mimicking a deer there or not. So I just look and check it out, and it gives them a good piece of information that I'm not necessarily off at deer tracks and stuff. To keep them let them thinking that you're onto everything. Okay, so if we went right in here, and you can kind of almost see like that almost looks like a finger kind of grabbing in there and stuff. I don't know. But then you look at these ones right here. And then to make it like that, because it is a bit of misty rain coming out and stuff like that, you pat stuff so it becomes the silky kind of thing, and then you just, sprinkle some sand, and they know the tricks of trade. So there was one over here that I wanted to see track to it. So you can see on this side, they're not bothering as much because it's not visual to us. They're not worrying about the visualness. Like, even see all these crack lines like this and stuff? I don't always count that they really are the slacking or the water drying out or whatever. They might be. And then you see all that little speckleness in there and stuff. I'm trying to say they texture things. So then look at that. Okay. This stuff's still pretty soft in some spots. So you see that? I'm sure you guys are getting it. There's just that one print. There's right there. Yeah, so this stuff, see, I was starting to sink in it pretty good. It's holding moisture pretty good in there. Okay. So you can see how confusing the print from a human can be. It's almost like you're seeing my toe dimpling in there even. But these are all really worn out shoes, and I'm sure that's the wear pattern. Was that the one then? I don't know if that is the one, but that one looks neat to see close up. Because it looks like it's been manicured. I'm going to get an angle like this. You might be able to hear a mimic frog going on right now. Seconds back there was a little bit of a bark off to the left. Sometimes that happens because somebody figured out I'm going into a different view mode, maybe. I'm looking for the crows, don't see them. Just seen one. They were coming in. So I don't know if we get to catch anything out there much. But I really wanted you guys to focus in on the BS of this and realize that see, there's the one I filmed from the other side. That, eh? pictures of it in different settings here. Going close. There's no way you can be doubting here. I'm going to try to get the bottom up. Those leaves, you could maybe pick them up and pull them back or something, and they might be telling you a little something underneath. So look at that edge there. That hasn't collapsed away. Well, that stuff never collapsed in all this turmoil that went on here. That looks pretty good, eh? Getting some knocking going up there now too. I just want to know that I got right down in there. Where am I? So those are that. Oh yeah, that littler pile, the littler dig out right there in front. So, leaves. There's my shadow, there's just above it. So that part in the shadow right there is a small comparison of this one. And this one's a small comparison of this one. See that? So what I see is, you know, Big Mama is working here, smallers, and they come in here and just kind of quickly do some stuff, you know? Let's walk this way a little bit more and see if we can get that print that I was so intrigued by. All my prints around here now. These guys are gonna, because this, you know, like I'm saying, the construction workers, they're confused by this, because what's going on here is they're compacting this road. This is all new compacted stuff, and it's kind of failing on the edging to them. They don't really get it. So look at this. It's all like they're making hoodoos or something. I believe they probably are behind the actual hoodoo mountains. Good chance. Yeah, footprint, but you can kind of see how they've done a different kind of aggressiveness here. Oh, look at that. That's a dog on a dog or something. Doing weird, and then there's, look at those ones right there. Those are very nice. But then there's just these two, and then there's the deer. You know, look at those ones, eh? Handmade. Look about almost the size of my finger digits. And then if you get into here again, you get into different patterns. Because it hasn't rained really significantly, then they leave so much language behind. Oh, we're on the end here, so share this, guys. Don't forget to, you know, do what you can to get into it. Understand that they mark those trees that we see right there, that great big tree. They help grow all these. They do a lot of stuff that right now I'm not saying near what they do and what they're really about. So please share, please like, you know, sub. Do what you have to do. And I'll do what I'll keep trying to do what I should be doing, I guess. It's a struggle job. There's no doubt about it. Kind of in the field on my own here. My subject's different.